That's right, global African supremacy. That gas, baby. Got to have that gas if you're gonna make it move. That's right, global African supremacy. That gas, baby. Got to have that gas if you're gonna make it move.
They're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating. In Springfield,
the money that you thought you were making and the popularity you thought you were making is all going to be spent on attorney's fees. And I don't care if I win or lose. I just want you to spend money.
Don't make me do it, Tariq, I know all your secrets. I spoke to all those and knew you, don't make me leak it. Yeah. I know people from Alabama from the year of 86. I even know the cop that locked you up and made you flip. I know who got you the ticket and flew you to LA. I know the facility they trained you in, please don't make a say. One more cheap shot, I'll expose it all. I know the relationship between your mom and pa. I know your father abandoned you and Miss Shirley took you in. All the tears behind the grin can't wash away the sin. They used you at 17 and they using you at 56. They use you in that stain when they got all them bricks. Is it all worth it living in fear? Looking over your shoulder every day of the year. You built a prison around yourself for you and your fam. And if I'm forced to expose you, everyone would get jammed. You built a prison around yourself for you and your fam. And if I'm forced to expose you, everyone would get jammed. You built a prison around yourself for you and your fam. And if I'm forced to expose you, everyone would get jammed. You built a prison around yourself for you and your fam. And if I'm forced to expose you, everyone would get jammed. We know about Peanut and her deepest fears. We know how you try to hide a name for years.
Yeah.
We know she FDA, but it gets much worse. We know when you met, and we know her date of birth.
Come on.
You done broke the bell.
Come on, DJ Big Six.
All them
Go ahead,
sleepless
put me in
nights
rotation, big brother.
stay up. We can make this easy or we can make hard. Cut the check and we can disregard.
Put me in rotation, Big Six.
You can expect to hear your darkest secrets, and I got the receipts to back up what I'm speaking. You built a prison to write yourself for you and your fam, and if I'm forced to expose you, everyone will get jammed. You built a prison to write yourself for you and your fam, and if I'm
Put
forced
me in
to expose
rotation,
you,
Big
everyone will
Six.
get jammed. You built a prison
Let's
to
go.
write yourself for you and your fam, and if I'm forced to expose you,
I
everyone
know
will
the
get
DJ.
jammed. You built a prison to write yourself for you and your fam,
Play my
and if
song,
I'm forced to
DJ.
expose
Play
you,
my
everyone
song.
will get jammed.
Hey, Mr. DJ, play that song to keep me dancing. Look at your neighbor and say, all night long. I say, hey, Mr. DJ, play that song. Not his song, not her song, but that song. And look at your neighbor and say, all night long. Shout out to my big bro, DJ Big Six in the building. Yeah. Hey, you got to use my voice on your drop too. That's right. Take it all. That's right. Hey, listen, I don't even want to cut. I don't want nothing. That's right. Hey, family, how y'all doing today? Marcus by nature. Oh my goodness. There we go. Marcus said that joint fall. He ain't say it's fire. He said it's fall. Who that is there? Uh-oh. Hey, family. Listen to me. Do y'all remember Cat Williams said that the year 2024 is going to be the year of the exposed? Yeah, this 2020, I'm going to go find that clip. I'm going to have to go watch the whole thing. You know what I mean? I'm going to have to, you should have had something rocking on the radio. Listen, I be doing this for fun. You know what I mean? I be doing it for fun. You know what I mean? I be doing it for fun because listen, for me, right, everybody got the things they do to vent everything, the things that they do to relieve stress, and I just do it for fun. You know what I'm talking about? But you might be right. I might got a little bit of talent. I might got a little smidget of talent. You know what I mean? Just a little smidget. You know what I mean? It's a little smidget. You know what I mean? But yeah, Cat Williams said it. Dude, Cat Williams got the inside? Is he a psyche? Listen. You know what's going on now? The funny part is that those who are coming out the woodwork to try to defend Billy, you can find that there's some connection to Billy's philosophy or to the cash register. The latest people that came out to defend Billy was Brother Rich, that's the cash register. Wesley Muhammad, that's the philosophy. You know, Billy believe in the little green people. Well, let me not say that. I believe that there's life elsewhere also. I just don't believe that there's no evidence that have been produced through that, to that fact. So it's an hypothesis. Am I saying that right? Let me see. What's up, GS? I've been in the back room for 2 days. Just listen. How the Moorish World TV citizens doing? We doing pretty good. Like, I even think I've seen an alien a time or two. Now, not an alien. Let me stop. Now, I do think I've seen a little spaceship a time or two. You know what I mean? But with the technology of the government, you know what I'm saying, you can't even be sure of that no more. But you got people like Wesley has written, he bragged on it. I wrote a 500-page book on it. I wrote a 500-page book. So you know, he says, I'm not a light chaser. What he said? Let me see if I get that clip. Let me see if I get that. He said he's not a light chaser. I say, what? Did I get that clip? I think I got that clip somewhere where he said he's not a light chaser. Now I forgot to get that clip. But he said he's not a light chaser. You know what I mean? But how can you not be a light chaser, but you believe in aliens, mother planes, and baby planes? You got to be a light chaser. Every time you see a light, you might think that the mama plane, that the baby plane. I mean, come on now. Like, now listen to me, family. When you listen to Brother Tahaka Bey, let me explain something to you. two things you're going to have to understand is context. If you don't understand context, then the Moorish World TV platform is not for you. Context. And one of the songs I talk about, you got your crystals and your incense burning and all of that. Now, I'm not saying that there is no energy in crystals. What I'm saying is that people that are acting as if they know how to draw the power from crystals, they're lying. That's what I'm saying. And the people that know how to draw the power from herbs and books that are trying to sell people some bogus nonsense, they're lying. The people that really understand the principles of these phenomenal things, they usually are not trying to sell you on the concept. Because they understand the same thing that can do good can do harm. They understand that. So they're not going to just retail it for anybody. You understand what I'm saying? So on the Moorish World TV platform, you have to understand context. You know what I mean? Understand context. Always remember that. Whenever you hear me say something, just remember context. Because I'm saying that these grifters, they're out there acting as if they understand the power of crystals. They don't. They acting like they understand the power of copper. They don't. They acting like they understand the power of sage, of weed, and all of these other elements that's given to us by the universe. They don't. They're only trying to sell you a product. And I'm going to say it one more time. People that truly understand it, they respect it, and they honor the universe for allowing them to have an open mind to understand it, and they just don't cast their pearls to swine. They don't try to hide it from you, but you have to be worthy of it. And when the student is ready, the teacher shall appear. And that's just how it goes in the real world. You understand what I'm saying? Let's get the show started. They ain't ready. They ain't ready, Thurman. Come on. You gotta poke your lip out. Buck your eyes. I be that more you gon' remember. Buck your eyes. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. Hey. I be that more you gon' remember. To Hawker Bay front line till the law call my number. Hey. I be that more you gon' remember. Buck your eyes. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. That's right. I be that more you gon' remember. To Hawker Bay front line till the law call my number. If you a friend of the Moors, then you a friend of mine. I was told to watch my enemies, now hold my line. Those that speak against the prophet, they speak against me. And I'm speaking about the prophet over Drew Ali, who was the first to remind you and bind you back to Morocco, the mountains, Mississippi, and Quebec. Told you you wasn't black, proved it was straight facts. You tripping off trucks, you need to be tripping off that. Now here we go again, acting like you a slave. The same people talk European how to bathe, and looking at women buying European hair. No love for self, but do the men really care? Hell no, cause they got a love for Europe. Whole generation chasing pills, weed, and syrup. Yeah, they love Lil Yachty, Tucci, Gucci, Kodak, Amigos, Ross, Lucid. But where the love for the woman look like your mother, I guess they say it's all black when it's under the cover. Now cypher, I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. That's right. Welcome. I'll be that more you gon' remember. To Hawker Bay front line till the law.
The money that you thought you were making in the
I'll be that more you gon' remember.
the money that you thought you were making
more
in
you gon' remember. That's right. I'll be that more you gon' remember. To Hawker Bay front line till the law call my number. All you super scholars holler. This era for the workers. You ain't building on the ground, then you working in the worker. You look and sound good, but that's only on the surface. Probably working for the people. Now tell me what your purpose.
Man, these people are just poor dummies.
But know that I know every mo that rock a fast. That's
indeed.
Bro. Yeah, you know I ain't slow. I seen it all before. How they try to kill the prophet and was all for show. And some got it right now. Don't say that I'm not down. I'm coming for my vast estate. I want my town, my sheriff, my stores, my school, my nation. Sick and tired of the procrastination and debate. Y'all keep hating when love is the savior. You don't love yourself, so you can't love your neighbor. Give me the request, Give me the request. What you want, bro? If you ain't for Moorish World, then get out of my face. Cause Chinese love China, Italians love Italy. If you used to love the Moorish World, come on and build it with me. Let's go. I be that more you gon' remember. Hey, I'ma be that more you gon' remember. That's right. I be that more you gon' remember. What up, Diddy Baby all? We got Diddy Baby all in the building. I be that more you gon' remember. Do the Diddy Bop. Harlem Shake. Diddy Baby all in the building.
I be that more you gon' remember. To Hawker Bay front line till the law call my number.
Hey, we got Diddy Baby all in the building. I gotta do the Harlem Shake.
I be that more you gon' remember. That time. I be that more you gon' remember. To Hawker Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember. Hello. I be that more you gon' remember. New York. I be that more you gon' remember. To Hawker Bay front line till the law call my number.
Diddy Baby all in the building. Take that. 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 Now let me stop that because that means something different now. That means something different now. Thurman Smart said he wanted a request. Come on, Thurman Smart, what you want? Come on, talk to me. I was looking for the request, man. I was going to drop it on in there. And then Diddy Baby came in here, and I said to myself, man, take that, take that, take that. Good goodness gracious. How y'all doing, family? Y'all all right? I'm doing all right. Y'all done made me cough, man. This go hard. No Diddy. Man, it be hard to repeat things that Diddy used to say now, man, because they got different meanings now. You know what I'm talking about? They got different meanings now. Take that, take that. Oh, my goodness, Diddy. Good goodness gracious. I mean, even when you like that's what happened when R. Kelly dropped. My mind is telling me no, but your body is telling me yeah. Like, hold up. This is a scene going on here. I don't want to hurt nobody. What you about to commit? But there's something. Oh, I don't want to hear this song no more. I don't want to hear this song no more. It mean different stuff now. I mean, yeah, family. Anyway, hey, family. It said the song, it really doesn't matter to me. Thurman Smart is a Moorish World TV citizen. So, family, you are going to have to be patient. I have to do one more song for a dedicated Moorish World TV citizen, Brother Thurman Smart. And the song that I'm going to pick today for Brother Thurman Smart. Family, listen to the words. I take time to write this stuff down. I'm just not mumble rapping. I'm not mumble rapping. Thurman Smart, this one is for you.
We ain't no internet prophet. We ain't no internet prophet.
Yeah.
No, all we social media actors. Let me tell you what I do, man.
Check 1, 2.
I created this media with the help of my brothers and allies, men and all the good people of the Moorish side.
Y'all some internet prophets and you need to stop it for someone catch you on the block and cock it, or catch you at your lecture and rock your knocking. Yeah, you man and me, cause I'm exposing your robbing. See, I used to be a robber, I was robbing the thugs and the agents in the hood selling nasty grub. I was only 17 and I didn't know better. Put the things in their faces and said, give me the cheddar. But it really amazed me, the age of 40, that people will use the things that would annoy me to rob our people like Bibles and Qurans. Take your money and then they gone. You selling plagiarized books and dreams of unity. Blame the European, but look what you do to me. Got me thinking we gon' overcome, but when you cut your camera off, you're really one of them. You gon' have to watch it back for the rest of your life. I know good and well you can't sleep at night. You done robbed everybody from the hoods to the birds with your unks, your crystals, your books, your herbs. You convinced everybody that is white supremacy. The fact of the matter is you're the real enemy. You've been lying to the people fat in your pockets. You ain't nothing but an internet prophet. You gon' have to watch it back for the rest of your life. I know good and well you can't sleep at night. You done robbed everybody from the hoods to birds with your unks, your crystals, your books and herbs. Now they calling me out cause I revealed the scam. They will shake your hand and still grip your fam. They say Hotep, peace, black power, shalom. Assalamu alaikum, praise the Lord in Islam. At the same time they plotting to get in your pocket. They will white label sunglasses, cups and watches. Make a profit for the enemy they talk about. I can't understand why you ain't been walking out. You ain't noticed since you met them, you slipping in life. On Twitter like the pipe and it just ain't right. Bank account got light and you haven't seen the light. You burn all the sage and ain't change your plight. Incense burning, crystals turning. Think to yourself, what you really learning? What you really saw? You gave him your all. We own a museum club in the internet mall, selling deodorant. Hurry up and buy. He don't really care if if you're broke and you die, you just acting like you don't care either. This is pure evil. Have to watch your back for the rest of your life. I know good and well you can't sleep at night. You done robbed everybody from the hood to the burbs with your unks, your crystals, your books, your herbs. You convinced everybody that it's white supremacy. The fact of the matter is you're the real enemy. You've been lying to the people fat in your pocket. You ain't nothing but an internet prophet.
The money that you thought you were making and the popularity you thought you were making is all going to be spent on attorney's fees. And I don't care if I win or lose. I just want you to spend money.
Your books and herbs. You're gonna have to watch your back for the rest of your life. I know good and
I make more money than
well,
rappers.
at night. Come on. You done robbed everybody from the hood.
Man, these people are just poor dummies. You know, what can you do? I make more money than rappers. I make more money than rappers.
The fact of the matter is
Man, these people are just poor dummies. You know, what can you do? I make because a lot of these people are just ignorant poor people. You know, they're just poor people. They're just ignorant. I let a lot of it slip because a lot of these people are just ignorant poor people. You know, they're just poor people. They're just ignorant. I make more money than rappers. Man, these people are just poor dummies. You know, what can you do? I make more money than rappers.
Let me tell you something. They should not have taught me how to sample voices. They should not taught me how to sample voices, man. I'm trying to tell you.
I make more money than rappers.
Hey, Diddy Baby, I'm going to put my music up there, man. Cryptonomics been telling me for years to put my music out, man. I do it for fun, man. I mean, it'd be funny to me, right? Because anybody that been watching Moorish World TV for the longest time, you know good and well, I actually do not sell products. I mean, I recently started selling some of the stuff I wear because people always asking for it. Like this jacket here. I don't like to wear other people name brand stuff, so I kind of got me some little equipment and I make my own stuff, right? Or I used to pay people to make it for me. You feel what I'm saying? Now, with that being said, people start asking for it, and that's why I sell it. So somebody was on a comment section was like, "Oh, you doing the same thing people are doing?" No, I'm not. This is not white label. You can't get this nowhere else. I mean, do anybody know what white labeling is? That's what Michi X used to do. She will go to these companies, get all of these products, and then she'll sell them by her name alone. And she will teach people and her followers that would pay her $600-700, whatever the money was, I'm not sure, give or take. They would teach them how to white label. You know what I'm saying? White label is just a process, whereas though you would funnel other products, owned products by somebody else through your network, and you'll get a percentage. This ain't that. So, and I say it in the song, you know what I mean? You white label stuff for the same people you talk about. That's what I'm talking about. So when you see me giving something up for sale, you can best believe that it's uniquely mine. Period, point blank. And somebody asked about it. So that's what that is. Another thing, family, thanks for all your support. I'm going to tell you, somebody said we need a pay-per-view. Let me tell you what we got going on, family. Real soon, let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Tahaka Bay 7. Let me see if it's up there. Family, I'm asking for your support. Thanks for all those who are in the process of supporting, but I'm asking for your support. I put it up today. And I'm gonna refreshen it really, really good. But I'm asking everybody, if we get 100 people in here, and you can donate $1, donate $1. You know what I mean? I know, like a lot of times we all go through hard times and whatever the case may be. But I am in the fight for my name. Again, thanks for all of those. And this stuff is costing thousands and thousands of dollars. To fight this, and if you don't know what I'm talking about the defamation case where Mr. Nasheed called me a registered sex offender, told millions and millions of people that I was a registered sex offender. Well, the court date is approximately less than 60 days away. I'm closer to 40 days away. You know what I'm saying? And I'm raising money right now to make it just a little bit easier. Even family, I'm going to do a presentation on it probably on Wednesday to show you all of, man, listen, It is a process. Let me tell you, it is a serious process. Anybody ever went to real court? And I'm not talking about Judge Judy. I'm talking about Superior Court. That's what I'm talking about. It is a real process. You literally got to present a notebook like this big with all of your evidence, all of your briefings, all of your everything that you. So it's a process, and I'm working with a paralegal right now to get these things done. But it's definitely a process. Then I got to fly out there. I got to be out there for a few days. It's saying that it probably take approximately 3 days. I'm expecting shorter than 3 days, just considering the evidence. So family, this is the page here. And oh yeah, what I wanted to say, Thurman Smart was talking about a pay-per-view. But Thurman, what I'm going to do is, it seems like Mr. Nasheed tried to had tried to remove the video after 2 years. Well, family, I have the video, and I'm going to post it on the website probably tomorrow. The same video where he said it in quite a few videos, but the same video where he called me. Matter of fact, let me go to the site real quick, family. I'm going to tell you I started it today. Give me a second before I start the show. I started it today. Let me see. Let me see what I got here. Do I got it right here? That ain't it. Let me see if I got it right here. Hold on 1 second. There it is. Let me see if I got it right here. I want to show you something because you're actually going to be able to see it. I got the timeline up there. I'm gonna redo it. I threw it up today, but y'all gonna actually see the whole timeline. Hold up, I want to show it to you because I'm proud of my work. You know what I mean? I'm proud of my stuff, Thurman Smart. I'm proud of it. Let me see. Okay, but I'm gonna redo it. Hold up 1 second. Go right there. Okay, here it is. All right, so here it is. I'm proud of my work, Thurman Smart. So here it is right here. So on the website, what you'll be able to see is the full timeline. I'm going to have every video that is concerned about this. So people can know the actual timeline. For anybody that has been shamed and trying to silence and call these crazy names and all of that. You know what I mean? Listen, what'll happen is I have the whole timeline here. And shout out to the brother at 60s.net. He got that thing at least 95% correct, and but I'm going to add more to it. So tomorrow it's going to be full. It's going to have every video up here that's associated with it from day one. The videos that was removed after a year later. You can go and read, and I'll add more tomorrow. You follow what I'm saying? As the whole timeline. You know what I mean? From September the 22nd, where I make videos. It says criticizing FBA, but I'm critiquing FBA. And then it will have every video that is associated with this all the way down. This whole Tahaka Bay 7 homepage will be dedicated to giving the public a rundown of what's happening. And then when court happens, you can go to Tahaka Bay 7. I'm going to actually have a membership page there, and you'll be able to see the behind the scenes, what's going on with the court process. So thank you for your support, family. I'm going to need it. I'm going to need your prayers. I'm going to need your shares. And most of all, I'm going to need your love and your hugs. You know what I'm talking about? Because guess what?
Man, these people are just poor dummies. You know, what can you do? I make more money than rappers.
Thank you, Odin. They think we poor dummies, man. We may be poor monetarily, but we're rich in spirit. You know what I'm talking about? We're just worker bees, man. I think that.
I make more money than rappers.
Well, I don't. We just worker bees, man. We the worker bees. You know what I'm saying? So listen, family, here we go. Family, so recently, and again, thank you for all those who have committed to helping me out, man. And I'm going to tell you, this thing does, oh yeah, you win money. Shoot. Want some chapstick? We going to the Hidden History Museum. But no, I want to thank all of those who have already committed to assisting me, because it's very expensive. Trust me on it. And now I realize when people say I'm gonna sue you, they don't follow through with it. It's just it's expensive, and this is why Billy said what he said. That I don't care about winning. That's what Billy said. Billy said he does not care about winning. So Billy projects that if he lose, it doesn't matter. You lose money. You know what I'm saying? And so whether you are the plaintiff or the defendant, it is very expensive. But let's get to the show, family. Do you know that they are capping for Billy, man? Listen, I want to ask y'all a question, family. Let me see this real quick. I want to ask y'all a question, family. Why is it? How can I say this, man? Listen, this is no disrespect. This is no disrespect at all. Brother Rich, let's start with this guy. Let's start with this.
Organizing process. He has been speaking very strongly, I would say, about his thoughts, ideas, opinions, and concerns towards Christianity. And he entered into a discussion, which I presumably believe he felt as a very friendly discussion. And
what you're listening to is a podcast by 19 Keys with guest Dr. Wesley Muhammad. Now, everybody, millions of people have seen this debate. Yet, I'm going to show you 3 different variations of capping for Billy. And it doesn't make any kind of sense. And anybody act as if they don't see the cap. They can just keep it moving. Listen to this.
A friend of his, and he was introduced to the scholar from the Canada Apologetics, Christian scholar, Wesley Muhammad, right? And so today, I think this conversation, I want to get to the heart of a lot of the points that were spoken upon from the discussion that was brought forth between Billy Carson, my brother, whom I've known and had on the show several times over the years. And he is somebody who speaks on a broad variety of subjects.
And let me share this with you, then I'm going to let it play out, family. Family, please, if you try to find this video, it's on 19 Keys podcast. Family, I literally fell asleep today listening to it. I got some lunch. I listened to it, and I Sister Starlight had emailed me and said sometimes she listened to videos on, she speed them up. I try to speed that up and it still ain't work. It still didn't work. So family, this is the most draining molasses video that you will ever see. Let me let this finish and then I'm going to show you what the people said about it.
Particularly ancient texts. And as of recently, he has been speaking very strongly, I would say, about his thoughts, ideas, opinions, and concerns towards Christianity. And he entered into a discussion, which I presumably believe he felt as a very friendly discussion, and by a friend of his. And he was introduced to the scholar from the Canada Apologetics, Christian scholar, Wesley Muhammad, right? And so today, I think this conversation, I want to get to the heart of a lot of the points that were spoken upon from the discussion that was brought forth between Billy Carson, my brother, whom I've known and had on the show several times over the years.
Now, let me tell you something. If you go watch the video, they don't talk much about the debate with Billy. I can give you the cheat code right now. What they are using Billy for in this video is to address a video where Wesley Huff is talking about the Quran and Islam is untrue. That's ultimately what they're doing. Anybody seen the video? I think Crip say he's seen it. So the video is really trying to debunk Wes Huff take on Islam and the Quran. They're not even addressing the debate with Billy. They're not even addressing it. They got a personal love for the conversation that Wes had outside of the debate. So this whole video is addressing Wes' scholarship. You know what I'm saying? But they're using catchphrases and dropping terms as it relates to the debate to try to keep it in perspective. But in reality, the main point is they're addressing Wes' take on Islam being fake, false, and the doctrine not true.
Years. And he is somebody who,
To be frank, how to answer that question? I have my process.
So I want you to listen to this. The last time I'm going to interrupt, but no, it ain't going to be last time because this is crazy. 19 Keys asked him what was his process. And what 19 Keys is asking him is the same thing that Billy was asked by Wes Huff. Wes asked Billy, how did you arrive to that and what was your process? And Billy really couldn't answer the question. Now, let's listen to Wesley answer it from 99 Keys.
Rely on, and that I believe to great effect. But if I may, let me start here.
mm-hmm.
I watched the debate or discussion, the full thing twice.
Yes, sir.
And I enjoyed it.
Don't forget the question. The question was, what is your process?
Both times.
Mm-hmm.
I found great value in that discussion. For me, Brother Keys, that discussion, the value of that discussion transcended race and religion.
Mm.
By which I mean, I was not looking at it through the lenses of black or white, the lenses of Christian, Muslim, or other. I was viewing it as a scholar.
Yes, sir.
And if by authority you...
When is he going to answer the question? This is one of the main problems that I have with Dr. Wesley Muhammad. He never answered the question directly. It's to keep claiming the term scholar and never answer directly blows me away. I know people love Dr. Wesley Muhammad, but it's just insane to me that now, let me do my Wesley impression. What is your process, Dr. Wesley Muhammad? Okay. The process is not the process because it's not mine. When you are a scholar, you understand the automated research that you dig up and you present it. Like, what did you just say? What? This was I was hearing the whole demonstration. Man, listen, I know Wesley supporters going to be hot with me, but you know good and well you be listening to Wesley like a bad comedian. Like, when is the punchline coming? And it never comes. Anybody ever watch a movie and you be like, oh man, it's about to turn up, it's about to do, and then the words start going up the screen. You're like, huh? I've been here for 3.5 hours and now you giving me the credits? This is how Wesley get down. I still don't like me doing it. I just tell the truth. I tell the truth. Let me let him finish though. I've been here 3.5 hours, man.
I mean, my background.
Yes, sir. Academic background.
I am a trained historian of religion, which means I'm trained in the historical critical study of religious traditions and religious texts. And if you were to avail...
What's funny to me is I'm not trained historian on religion. I'm not trained on philosophy. I'm not trained in any of these areas. You know what? I'm organically learned, and I have my own process to reaching a conclusion. Let me tell you my process. First of all, when you're looking at a piece of literature that is dated to a time period, the first process is to authenticate it, find the author, find where it came from, and find, does it have validity to the subject matter? So you got to find who, what, when, and where first. You go to the nucleus of the conversation and you find out who, what, when, and where. Any other information connected to that nucleus, you save that for later, but you deal with the first thing first. He said, I don't have a process. I'm a trained this and I'm a trained. Who trained you, Wes? Unbelievable.
Yourself, the generic plural you, of course, of the breadth of my work, you would see that I have done scholarship on most, if not all, of the ancient religions. Scholarship that is publicly available for academic vetting and scrutiny.
And so let me say this, family. One thing I learned about this thing called the conscious community is that anybody can put out a book today. You can go to 48-hour print and put out a book today. Anybody can. You know what I'm saying? In fact, I got one coming soon about the history of the Moorish Science Temple of America and how diabolical people have been that supposed to claim they be about that. But anybody can put out a book today. I do respect people diligence in obtaining a certain field of study. So I do respect Wesley Muhammad, Dr. Wesley Muhammad, in his field of study. I most definitely do. However, that respect does not shield you from critique. That respect does not shield you, nor does it shield me. Whatever I didn't study, it doesn't guard you from critique. So some people just gonna have to get mad. So anyway, when I listened to that clip, I'm like, man, the brother never answered the question. And so this is what I mean by an epic fail. They came out to defend. Now, that clip right there would make you forget that they were coming out to defend Billy Carson. That clip would actually make you be like, hold up, what are we talking about here? I mean, let me share one more thing with y'all. Let me share this with y'all. I want to share you, if you want to go see the video, go see it. But what I'm going to share with you, I'm going to save you some time. Let me save you some time. Let me save you some time real quick. Let me see. I'm going to save you some time right quick. Here we go. Let me save you some time right quick. Now, for the people who went to view it, this video here, let me see if I can blow this up for you. As an open-minded Christian, I used to defend Billy. Now I've lost respect for him, especially after he said he's not some poor 9-to-5 working Joe Schmo.
Man, these people are just poor dummies. You know, what can you do? I make more money than rappers.
He has an elevator in his mansion with more money than rappers. It is unbelievable that anyone would defend his actions. Let me tell you the difference between that person that's commenting and those who are defending his actions. People that defend people like Billy, they have a pool of ignorant people that they can use to balance out whatever they want to do financially. That's the difference. The hardworking people, they have to pick and choose. But those that know that they got a pool of people that they can always draw from, then they can jump out there and put their neck on the line and defend somebody like Billy. They can defend somebody like Billy because guess what? They got a circle of people that is going to financially support them no matter what. If the integrity is lost, they still going to have somebody out there. If the value of the information is gone, it's still and they bank on this. They bank on this. And so 19 Keys and Dr. Wesley, I'm pretty sure when people come and let me not even sugarcoat it. People come in my chat all the time saying, won't you debate Dr. Wesley? Won't you debate Dr. Wesley? I'm like, anytime, no problem, anytime. You know what I'm saying? What about this and what about that? Why are you disrespecting Dr. Wesley? I ain't never disrespect Dr. Wesley. I just disagree with Dr. Wesley and his approach. That's it. I disagree with that. But at the same time, you never hear them come to prove anything that I've said wrong, especially let's talk about the Malcolm X thing. No one came with anything that I said in regards to in defense of Malcolm X to say that I was wrong. But what they would say is, why don't you go to white people? Why don't you attack white people? I'm talking about the scholarly approach that Wesley brings to the table. I'm not beefing or fighting with no Wesley. I'm looking at what he brought to the table and it just don't make sense. Period. But to my point, the people that's commenting here, they don't have a pool. They dedicate themselves in supporting people that they feel hold their core beliefs. And they were disappointed. Look, somebody, Mustafa said, you are weird. You are here calling me weird, and I'm weird. Okay, thank you so much for your comment. Helps the algorithms. Anyway, with that being said, look at this comment here. This is the comment under the 19 Keys video. Listen to these comments. I promise it wasn't a debate that lost. It wasn't the debate loss that ruined Billy. It was his antics, lawfare, and lying that exposed his fraudulence. Shake my head. This is so 19 Keys. I hope he reads his comments, because the only one that believed that Billy have some sort of integrity left is y'all. The only people that believe that is y'all. Nobody else believe it. It wasn't even a debate. Huff is a Christian apologist. Carson doesn't spend all of his time trying to disprove Christianity. Huff would have to debate counter apologists for this debate to make any sense. Well, Billy said that he was an expert. That's why it's so significant. And if anybody is watching, you have to understand why this went viral. Because Billy claimed to be the first and foremost expert on ancient writings, biblical texts, as well as spooky alien writings too. Understand what I'm saying? That's why it's so sensational. It's like people acting like they don't know why it's sensational. Billy has been selling himself as an expert on texts, ancient texts in particular. That's why it's so sensational. So don't act like it's not that a big of a deal. It's a great big deal. It's just like me. I'm running around talking about I'm a Moorish American. I'm this, that, and the third. And someone comes back door and make me look like I don't know what I'm talking about. I've been a part of the Moorish Temple of America in one form or the other for over 30 years. And now somebody come with something simple. The Prophet Noble Drew Ali plagiarized the Holy Quran of the Moorish Temple of America. And I'm sitting up there, blip, 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 blip. Okay, I'll accept that. Oh, and I just look at him and say, okay, if that's what you say, I'll accept that. Come on, man. Nah, 30 years, and that's the best answer I can come up with? Nah, buddy. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. But that's why it's so sensational. You follow what I'm saying? But here is more comments. Here is more comments. I can't rock with you on this one, Keys. It's not even the debate that hurt him most. The debate just started the exposing. Next comment. I was a Billy fan, but he's acting like a Democrat. He lose a debate and he goes showing up at the host house, threatening to sue both parties. That's lame. Take your L. I saw the unedited version. It wasn't a setup. You lost and he made better points. 19 Keys, they're on there implying that it was a setup. Now, if you consider this a setup, then granted. Somebody says, Tahaka Bey, you want to debate somebody on Islam? And I say, absolutely, I want to debate him. And then you bring me to the top scholar on Islamic philosophy, theology, and customs. And I fumble the ball. I can't Monday night quarterback and be like, why you bring me to him? You set me up. Nah. I got out of my house, went to that place, sit in front of that mic in that studio with no pistol to my head and stood up there and got mopped. How is that a setup? How is that a setup? Anyway, let's read a few more comments. Man, just stop. This the comment I like right here. I'm going to blow it up so y'all can see it. Man, just stop. I wish y'all would just be honest with your watchers, followers, and just call out Billy BS. This is the problem with our community. This is the problem with the melanated community. We don't like to call out each other. You know what I'm saying? Call out Billy BS and tell him to do better. Stop making excuses for that grown man. You guys didn't go into any of the incidents of fraud Billy had beyond the debate. He lost. My guess is y'all won't speak truthfully here for a few reasons. You guys promoted Billy and don't want to look bad for distancing yourself from him. Number two, you don't want a public go against a black man because West Huff is white. Billy's grift is too similar to your grift. Defending him gives you an opportunity to absorb residual following should he lose his popularity. Either way, it's okay for us to correct a brother when they're wrong. That was a powerful statement right there. And see, this is the problem that people have with me, because I'm not going to go with a side just because we look like each other. We grew up together. Oh, man, listen. I've said things to family members as it relates to religion, Christianity, customs, and cultures that upset and hurt their feelings because of what I stand on, what I believe in. Now, you know good and well on the internet, ain't no holds barred. I don't believe in cursing people out. I don't believe in jumping out the window and all that. But when you're dealing with truth, there ain't no holds barred with that. And they sitting up there, grown men, caping for Billy. Let me read a few more of these things. Read a few more of these things. This is unbelievable. Look at this one. Listen to Mr. Carson 3-hour rant. after the debate, and it's plain to witness the falsehood he has been walking in. See, we don't like to call this stuff out. This is why Moorish World TV is so important, because I'm going to look at it and call it out. The Moorish World TV citizens, they're going to send me an email. We going to call it out, and we're going to discuss it. Why is it important that we discuss it? Because on the internet is where the grift goes down. It's where it goes down. This is the marketplace. So on the internet is where we discuss it, where we chop it up, and where we say, listen to this, break this down right here. Now make it make sense. It don't make sense. Let me finish this sentence. When I heard Mr. Carson state on one of his videos that if you are a Christian, you are praying to demons, then the line was drawn. Because of my walk and experience with Jesus Christ, the Holy Spirit, and God, who are one, I continue to be in awe of God's truth as I continue to seek him with all my heart. The Holy Spirit will guide you into all truth. God's truth must be spiritually discerned, period. Now, let me say this. If one disagrees with somebody who makes a comment like that, do like I do. You want to debate that? There's no need for personal attacks. Everybody got their way of life. And if it cannot pass the litmus test, that remains to be seen, maybe through some sort of discourse. But to lose and then come back with all of this, let me show you one thing else. Hold up, before you don't go nowhere. Hold up. Let me get right to it. I'm gonna get back into this slide in a minute. I want to show you something else. Listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to Brother Rick.
I just may not agree with Christianity, but in Wes Hall's heart, that's maybe how he feels. Or in Billy Carson's heart, that may be how he feels, or whoever's heart, that's how they feel. It was like a lynching. Yeah, it was like it was waiting on. It was like a lynching. It felt like that. I felt the KKK vibes. I felt heavy KKK vibes. You know?
Did y'all see this? This man said. This man said it was a lynching. See what I'm talking about? This is the insanity. This is the insanity, man. Listen to this madness.
But in Wes Hall's heart, that's maybe how he feels. Or in Billy Carson's heart, that may be how he feels, or whoever's heart, that's how they feel. It was like a lynching. Yeah, it was like they was waiting on. It was like a lynching. It felt like that. I felt the KKK vibes. I felt heavy KKK vibes. Because, you know, when you think white Christians, you think the KKK. Not everybody, but if you're historically literate, and you know the history, you know when the lynchings was happening, there was always a Bible present. There was always a Bible. There was always some.
Man, this is more remixed than Puff Daddy, man. Take that. What? When it was a lynching, there was a Bible present. When it was a lynching, this is insane.
You know, they used the Bible to justify slavery. You know, whatever extent that happened. You know, so yeah, it had a lot of KKK vibes, but you know, everybody has.
What? And you mean tell me that the people that are listening to Brother Rich did not say, brother, you're going too far. Brother, you are going too far now. Now you're going real far. Now they turn it into a racist thing and it's a black power against the racist thing. Well, let me show you something that Billy says about you black power people. Billy Carson talking all that shit about the athletes with white wives. And look at his up here with a white wife. So Billy responds, I am an athlete and I coach the Junior Olympics AAU and started the largest sports program in Florida. So that's fake news. Second, my wife is not Caucasian. She is from South Korea. I'm not on that black power BS. That's for bums. This is what Billy say about y'all to try to play the race card. Oh, he may want you to pay the race card now because it will benefit him. But in this post, maybe a few years ago, he said you black power BS are bums. That's what he said right there. That's what he said. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So while you throwing the race card, and let me tell you something. Most people that have, let me say not most people, let me just say I know that Brother Rich actually support the Black Power struggle. Yes. So this refers to you too. I've seen 19 Keys throw up the Black Power fist many times. So this refers to you too. But they won't call him out on this. Nah. Guess why? Because long as that cash register there, ching ching, they ain't gonna call him out on this, family. I gotta play that again. Good goodness. KKK vibes.
I just may not agree with Christianity, but in West Hall's heart, that's maybe how he feels. Or in Billy Carson's heart, that may be how he feels, or whoever's heart, that's how they feel. They was like a lynching. Yeah, it was like they was waiting on. It was like a lynching. It felt like that. I felt the KKK vibes. I felt heavy KKK vibes. Because when you think white Christians, you think the KKK. Not everybody, but if you're historically literate, and you know the history. When them lynchings was happening, there was always a Bible present. There was always a Bible. There was always some. They used the Bible to justify slavery. Whatever extent that happened. So yeah, it had a lot of KKK vibes, but everybody had.
This is unbelievable, family. This is unbelievable. Let me get back to these comments real quick. Do y'all see how they will come and remix this, and then would get mad at a person like Moorish World TV to say, "Come on now." Because I'm gonna look you in. I'm gonna look at this and say, "Come on now." But then I'm the bad guy. Why you don't say nothing to white people? That ain't my business. This is my community right here. Fam, let me explain this to you real quick for anybody that say something that goofy. If you were in a village, a community, then that community is your responsibility. Now, you can reach out and help other communities. You can trade and barter, you can assist and all that, and then you can build bridges and all of that. But the detriment of the community should be your first concern. Did you see Billy's pink sprinkled event? Nah, I ain't see that. Now, when we gonna do a tag team show, bro? MPZ-TV. We need to do a tag team show, bro. You be putting up some good content. But anyway, with that being said, let me look at a few of these more comments. Let's check out a few of these bizarre comments. Let's keep it going with these comments for a second. Here we go. We got some right here. I'm gonna stretch the screen out so you can see these bizarre comments. Watch this. I thought this was going to be a discussion on the debate. This is talking about the 19 Keys and Wesley Muhammad conversation, and the title was implying that they're going to discuss this Billy and Huff debate. And this is what one of the comments said. I thought this was going to be a discussion on the debate. Instead, it seems to just be a way to try to prove Wesley Huff inaccurate. 120. And all I'm hearing is ragging on Mr. Huff and nothing about Billy Carson other than Brother Billy. In my humble opinion, what Billy Carson has been peddling to millions of people and gaining wealth for is outright deceitful and disgusting. But yet you choose to cherry pick Huff. I don't get it. And that was enough. I didn't have to show more. It's got to show less. But I didn't know if it was more or not, but I just copied. I was like, whoa. Do people read comments? I read my comments. Look at this. It said, this was the worst conversation I ever heard on your platform. 99 Keys. Helping Billy Damage Control. Wow. Dude been talking for 18 minutes and still has not got to the basis of the conversation. Y'all just like hearing each other talk. All that fluff and no context. I told you. Listen. Brother Billy may have the methodology to present his point, but when he present the point, Huff, and I respect him, doesn't understand the method that Billy presents. Come on, Wesley, stop it, man. You gotta stop this, man. Man, listen, I want to ask y'all a question. Other than Natural Tahuti, and I remember that debate, who did Wesley Muhammad ever debate that makes sense? Who did Wesley Muhammad ever debate to give Wesley all of this confidence that he is the premier scholar? Who have he ever debated? And I'm not talking about the Sinetta horse and pony show. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a real debate. Anybody ever see the brother debate somebody? I'm gonna go look it up tonight. Bro, DM just Shabazz say, don't do that, GS. Man, listen, Wesley, my brother too, man. They probably laugh at me too. That big eye fool up there, he need to grow up. I know they probably getting me too. It's all right. His little skinny head sitting up there making jokes. He need to grow up. Ain't he like 55 or something? They probably getting me too, but I'm not sensitive. I grew up in the neighborhood. That's all we did. 25-8. You understand? But anyway, Billy supporters, listen. We got to sit this out. This is the most. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I ain't even talking about that Sinetta horse and pony show. It said Billy supporters. Listen, we got to set this one out. The Christian boy respectfully and calmly checked Billy. And Billy's response was, I may have misspoke. Billy should have let it rest. Throwing a tantrum and trying to sue is diabolical. You guys are doing a great job stretching out this content. You guys are doing a great job stretching out this content. Listen, and you know what's funny though? Because people would say, oh, you doing this for views. You doing this for views. Well, I am. But let me tell you this. I'm doing it for views so we can wake people up to this nonsense. You guys are really, that's the first time I heard that. I wish I had a sound bite of somebody saying that. You really are stretching this content out. I'll be pressing that demonstration. That's indeed.
Yeah, I just seen silly Billy Carson respond to how that, to how that white boy drug him in that damn debate.
This is a fun platform here. If you came here I'm looking at the Christian platforms, right? And man, they got some polished up production. You're going to get some good production here, but it's going to be organic production. You know what I mean? It's going to be organic. But when you get to them, welcome. Y'all been to the Christian channels? Welcome. Christ is alive. In this episode, Billy Carson addresses the apologist, Wes Huff. Tune in for the Christian domination of aliens. They got amazing production. You ain't getting that here. I'm telling you now. We gonna call a spade right there. All right, look at that. What Dr. West talking about? Look at this, man. Look at this comment. I love it. I love it. Because I'm not I think y'all be thinking that I'm getting on Wesley. But in reality, I'm really not. I don't know what he be talking about either. What's Dr. West talking about? You ask a question, then he goes on a rant. Come on, man. This is the 21st century. No one uses broken radios anymore. I thought it was me. I thought it was me. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. It's somebody else see what I see too. What a rant this discussion was. I thought it was me. Like, man, listen, man, I'm going against the black man. Man, I can't go against the black man. But hold up, wait a minute. Man, you assault my intelligence, man. Somebody ask a question and you start going all around on some tangent, man. Answer the question, will you? You can tell Wesley Muhammad ain't never been locked up, man. I mean, you just don't speak, man. Just don't speak, man. I plead the fifth. Just plead the fifth, man. Goodness gracious. Whoa. Anyway, somebody said, I agree. This video is almost some get back for Billy taking that L. It was an L because he lost the debate. And when he went to the man's house at 3 a.m. to serve him legal papers, they're taking up for their homie because Billy Carson's name was specifically taken out and only addressed the victor of the debate. And again, that was not a good critique. Like, if you're going to critique something, critique both sides. You know what I mean? Critique both sides. If you're going to do an honest critique, don't throw all that like Wesley Muhammad starts off like, I didn't see a black or white dynamic. I did not see a Christian or Muslim dynamic. Yes, you did. Sure you did. I actually seen it too. But what was more impactful was how tactful the Christian West Huff dismantled the joke. That was more impactful. But I seen, listen, we live in America. We always see what we call the color line. But in this, you seen strategy and you seen someone using tact to pick away some lies that one has been pushing since him coming to the internet. And just call it what it is. And this is why most of the video was all about Huff. I mean, was all about Huff. You know what I mean? When Billy was in the wrong. What a load of BS. Be loyal to facts, not skin color. Integrity of a spiritual heart is the only true guidance there is. Man, that boy got cooked. All that pseudo madness is over. See what I'm saying? Like, why is it so hard? Why is it so hard for friends to tell their friends that, listen, you got spanked? It's a wrap. In fact, after you got whooped, you jumped out the window with this madness. Why is it so hard for friends? That's what true friends do. True friends be like, man, look, man, you're going to have to take this one. Don't speak on it. Let it fly. It's too late now because you got years and years and years of information coming from Billy that is off the chain. In fact, got one I'm going to share with you.
Space Hebrews or this lineage is because the DNA was added to them. In other words, the essence or the DNA from these quote unquote gods, these space Hebrews, was added to the existing hominid on this planet, making a hybrid race or a demigod race, which are a majority of the black people, a demigod race of people that have this alien DNA, as well as some of the DNA from the existing hominid, which was our cousin.
Listen one more time, and then I'm going to break it down.
Space Hebrews, or this lineage, is because the DNA was added to them. In other words, the essence or the DNA from these quote-unquote gods, these space...
Family, why don't people that believe in this stuff say, show me some credible evidence to what you're talking about? Show me some credible evidence of what you're talking about. And this is the problem with the world today. They don't. This guy says space Hebrews. Family, do you know that the Hebrew language is not that old? They spoke Hebrew. We do know Hebrew is a language, right?
Hebrews was added to the existing hominid on this planet, making a hybrid race or a demigod race, which are a majority of the black.
When was this? Where did you get this from? How can I source this? Space Hebrews. Let me call Captain Tazariak, man. Let me see if I got Cap Tazariak number in here. Ask him, has he ever heard of Space Hebrews? You know what I'm saying? We call Captain Tazariak. Let me see what we got here. You know what I mean? Thank you, Joe, J Bud, Nidana. Appreciate you. Let me call Space Hebrew.
People, a demigod race of people that have this alien DNA, as well as some of the DNA from the existing hominid, which was our cousin.
And people are buying into this. You follow what I'm saying? Listen there.
Space Hebrews, or this lineage, is because the DNA was added to them. In other words, the essence or the DNA from these quote-unquote gods, these space Hebrews, was added to the existing hominid on this planet, making a hybrid race or a demigod race, which are a majority of the black people, a demigod race of people that have this alien DNA, as well as some of the DNA from the existing hominid, which was our cousin. Space Hebrews, or this lineage.
And you mean tell me that no one would correct this stuff? I heard 19 Keys say on his platform, he said, I don't really challenge people on the platform. I just try to build. Like, how can I build with somebody talking about space Hebrews? Like, how do you build some type of conversation talking about space Hebrews? That doesn't even make sense. Thurman Smart said, don't do it, he gonna laugh at you. Like, it's crazy to me that someone would even consider this being something legitimate to be discussing. Space Hebrews. Let's see what this. Did I play this yet? Look at that. Look at your boy.
That is one of Billy's close friends. The dude that set Billy up. It's one of Billy's close friends. It's one of them white dudes that got a black queen. You know, one of those type of black white dudes. I believe, if I remember him correctly, it's one of them white dudes that he got a black wife, you know, a black queen, and he's her zaddy. And
look how they try to throw the race card, bro. Look at this, fam. They're gonna throw the race card over a debate. You're going to really throw up. Look at this.
That is one of Billy's close friends. The dude that set Billy up. It's one of Billy's close friends. It's one of them white dudes that got a black queen. You know, one of those type of black white dudes. I believe, if I remember him correctly, it's one of them white dudes that he got a black wife, you know, a black queen, and he's her zaddy.
What does that have to do with losing a debate? You see how crazy this stuff sound, man? You see how crazy this sound? Everybody, millions of people seen the debate.
And, you know, situations like that, if you have experience and if you know, I don't want to make it a race thing, but it's easy to get intimidated. It's easy, from my experience, it's easy for white people to get intimidated when they're around black people that have more money than them because of the collective the programming that we've been under.
Rich sound like he been jailed for 20 years. See, it's the collective programming that allows people to get upset over now-leaders. Because, see, now-leaders is the thing that really triggers your calmness. And when you get upset over now-leaders, it's because the triggering of the calmness has not taken effect. Like, what? This dude is out to lunch. This dude is out to lunch.
For the last, whatever, hundreds of years, of how superior white people are to black people, they are.
Mind you, he's saying this all about a debate that Billy got out of his house, went to the man's studio, sit down, sit up the camera, and had a discussion. And all of this, Rich came up with this one. He came up with this.
It bothers them when they see you doing better than them because they've been programmed that they're better than you. So I don't know if that's why he moved the way he moved with Billy. I'm assuming that had something to do with it. But for somebody to come to your wedding, if my boy went to my wedding and, you know, me and my boy, we're investing all types of money in businesses and things like that.
What does this have to do with anything?
And he knows I'm sick. He knows I'm, you know, because you keep personal things to yourself. So if my boy knows I'm sick and he knows.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable, fam. Y'all believe it?
That is one of Billy's close friends.
Let me get this back.
Programming that we've been under for the last, whatever, hundreds of years of how superior white people are to black people. They
I'm gonna let this play out, and I'm out.
It bothers them when they see you doing better than them because they've been programmed that they're better than you. So I don't know if that's why he moved the way he moved with Billy. I'm assuming that had something to do with it. But for somebody to come to your wedding, if my boy went to my wedding and, you know, me and my boy, we're investing all types of money in businesses and things like that. And he knows I'm sick. He knows I'm, you know, because you keep personal things to yourself. So if my boy knows I'm sick and he knows, you know, I'm not doing too good at the moment, and I love him so much that I agree to help him out. And then when I go there, he kind of like, you know, sabotages me. You know, he kind of like sets me up. You know, I'm going to start thinking things. You know, I'm going to be like,
what in the world is he talking about? Rich is smoking some of that space Hebrew weed. He got to. He got to get a bag. He had to have a bag of that space Hebrew weed. He had to. That stuff different. That's that space Hebrew weed. I'm trying to tell you. That's something different. Goodness gracious.
And well, why did he decide to do this? And that's one of the conclusions I came up with. Well, why this dude would do that? Maybe it might be something else. You know, with black people, there's a certain level of hate. You got the crab in a barrel mentality with black people. With white people, there's the I'm supposed to be doing better than you, so I got to bring you down. And we've seen that with Black Wall Street. We've seen numerous Black Wall Streets. When we start to do better, white people get irritated and they, you know, and they get annoyed and it upsets them. So whoever you talk to, based on their cultural programming, it's a different level of hatred. So,
family, all of this from a debate
lineage is because the DNA was added to them. In other words, the essence or the DNA from these quote unquote gods, these space Hebrews, was added to the existing hominin on this planet, making a hybrid race or a demigod race, which are a majority of the black people. A demigod race of people that have this alien DNA, as well as some of the DNA from the existing hominid, which was our cousin.
So y'all FBAs, I need you to know now, we are now space Hebrews. That's right. We are space Hebrews. No more African American, no more Afro American, no more black, no more, no more Hebrew, no more none of that stuff. We are space Hebrews. Well, family, I want to thank you for joining me tonight. I've had fun. I could go on and on. I've had fun tonight, though. I really did. This is pathetic, family. We must take responsibility, family. We must take responsibility. And we need to call it where we see it. There is no reason to call people in the back room and say, why did you say that? Why are you doing that? Why are you grifting? If they're on social media grifting, then that's where we address it. We make commentary on it and content out of it.
I let a lot of it slip because a lot of these people are just ignorant, poor people. You know, they're just poor people. They're just ignorant. You know, what can you do? I make more money than rappers.
You hear that, don't you? You make more money than rappers. You hear that, don't you?
Ain't nobody lying on you, silly Billy. That man beat you, man. Beat you like a thief. Yeah, I just seen silly Billy Carson respond to how that, to how that white boy drug him in that damn debate. Yeah, I just seen silly Billy Carson respond to how that, to how that white boy drug him in that damn debate.
I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember, that's right.
Yeah, I just seen silly Billy Carson respond to how that, to how that white boy drug him in that damn debate.
Those that speak against the prophet, they speak against me. And I'm speaking about the prophet over Drew Ali.
If this was another genre like entertainment news that had millions and millions of views, this is a masterpiece. This man.
Now here we go again.
Acting like you a slave. The same people took what I back on the babe and looking at women by European hair. No love for self, but do the men really care? Shaolin Dream! Cause they got a love for Europe. Generation pills, we serve. Yeah, they love no yachty.
They're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating
the woman look like your mother. I guess they say it's all black when it's under the cover. Nah, cypher. I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. That's right.
I make more money than rappers.
I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the
man, these people are just poor dummies. You know, what can you do? I make more money than rappers.
I'ma be that more you gon' remember. That's right. I be that more you gon' remember.
Man, thanks for joining me, man. We gonna be back tomorrow.
Till alarm call my number. Super scholars holler. This era for the workers. You ain't building on the ground, then you worse than a twerker. You look and sound good, but it's only on the surface. Probably working for them.
Yeah, I just seen silly Billy Carson respond to how that, to how that white boy drug him in that damn debate.